There we go now. Oh, well, no, I didn't mean to push that. Oh, no, I did. Never mind. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, the stream that I thought was going to happen on Saturday for Arc Knights was actually today. So yeah, that one caught me off guard. That's what time zones, especially where it has like GMT -8 and all that kind of stuff. I always fuck it up. But at least they had a lot of new stuff, a lot of good stuff. They showed a lot of good stuff. So we'll see how that plays out. Am I going to roll for a character? Maybe. Don't want to make promises. The free rolls they give, I'll play with that and see how that works out. Also, was it? I mean, I already heard of this, but in Marathon they're making the PvE mode, and I was like, oh, so you're pretty much just trying to make that into pseudo Destiny, because Destiny's dead. They're not good at, like, they're like, oh, we have some other ideas planned, but they would be laying off a lot of workers. I was like, I never thought that Bungie, this would happen to them. Yeah, it's like, who would have thought that, you know, Bungie was gonna die like this? Not even like a going out with a bang, but like a whimper. Yeah, it's sad. There are other people like, you know, extra sad online, right? Some of the people who their careers were just like following Destiny. I was like, Destiny has enough lore and all that they could continue with it, but definitely I don't think Bungie. I think they should just maybe, not to be mean to Bungie, but I think maybe you need to get rid of that company. Because whoever the management it is, or who managed that, right? It's like a self-inflicted wound. It was most of their missteps. Like, instead of just doing a misstep, it's almost like you what's it? It's almost like that one cartoon thing where you walk on a rake and you hit yourself in the face. It's like Bungie kept on doing that over and over and over and kept on smashing their face in it, and they're like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Curse of Osiris, that DLC was almost killed the company. Then was of course like Lightfall. Numbers wise, people got into it, but it's like they got into it because they thought it would be good, like Witch Queen. So it was like they were always playing catch up. Like they'll fuck up something, make something good. Fuck up something, make something good. It's never like oh, we fucked something up, let's continue to do good. That was like their biggest thing. Hold on, did I do this? No, I didn't do this twice. I don't think. Sometimes I do this in my mind, it's on full auto, so I don't even realize if I did this. It's kind of early, and I think I did it once. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's see if I can get it to like lower than 50 or lower than 40. Well, it's never mind. Okay, I have no idea. I thought I was like, okay, it's green. It should be good. But it was not. Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna miss Destiny. I think I had to like delete it off my PlayStation now. I haven't done that in so many years. The slow death of Bungie. Honestly, I thought like at one point like I thought that'd be like the Resident Evil series and the Silent Hill series. I thought like, oh man, they're done. But somehow they were to bring it back, and I'm very surprised. Or then I started talking about, man, I want a new Onimusha game. I love that series. I want an Onimusha game, and then they announced it. I was like, okay, I'm getting what I wanted. Yeah, so I cannot complain in that aspect. Yeah, I don't think there's like any game that quite does it like Destiny. I think if like since the IP is so strong, I think if they make like another company takes up the mantle, makes a Destiny game, makes it like what the fans want, it'll sell like hotcakes. And hopefully Sony understands that, but I'm not sure. Sometimes it feels like the executives and studios, like the whatever subsidiaries and all that of companies and stuff, they actively just hate gamers and hate gaming, and they don't want to think like. So it's like to the point where like, if you hate this shit that much, why do you work in this field? It's almost like, was that Bobby Kotick, who just, he kind of fucking hates was it gaming, but he loves money, so he's like, oh, I know exactly how to pump out and like get the money from the consumers. How about anything else? Like, nah, I don't care for shit about that. Yeah, I think honestly that's the reason why like indie games are doing good, because like you don't have like pretty much extremely rich people at the top who hate gaming to tell you like, oh, this is how you make a good game. It's like, but you fucking hate this shit. Yeah, it's almost like when like old person tells, oh yeah, I know gaming. I know like Mario. I'm like, it's 2026. Like, if your metric of gaming is Mario, then you know what I mean? I've had a person say that to me, and you would think this person is old. No, they were actually on the younger side. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, you need to just get the hell out of my face. Oh, I've seen. Uh-oh. You're not gonna die regardless. Is that thing even doing any damage? And none of my crits were hitting. Then all of a sudden, like, I think I got stuck on him. Not that I could see, because it was like all the polygons and stuff were like just. He was like invisibly in front of me. I know if Burrito gets on. No, no, I think actually Burrito's not going to be here until like Sunday, maybe. So I know he had a thing for like he wanted to tell me about. Oh yeah, Ernest. So like he's gonna tell me about Destiny. So I know that's gonna happen soon. I'm not sure why I'm making him sound guy from like this. Oh, hello there. Don't know. Yeah. honestly, even I kind of lost interest after like the. I did a little bit of this. No, I wouldn't say a little bit. I did a considerable amount of the Star Wars collab thing they did with Destiny, and I was like, oh, okay, this is heading in the right direction. And then as more and more the news came out, like, oh yeah, like what's gonna be happening next? And they just didn't say anything. I was like, fuck, it's gonna die. I'm not one of those like, oh, every few seconds, oh, the game's gonna like, no, end of service, end of service. But even I was like, it's probably gonna end of service then. It's like they were being too quiet. But at the same time, right, they couldn't capitalize on the success of Final Shape and like, no, like how to work on the next big thing, which is like mind-boggling to me. Okay, that's there. At least on a good note, we have the new story, new dungeon stuff coming up next week for Blue Protocol, so that's a good thing. And always look at the bright side of life. And I'm still surprised they just don't do any live streams for this game. Like, oh, live streaming the new info that's be coming out. No, and I'm not sure exactly when, but we are going to do the continuation of Sons of the Forest. Even though I think that might be the first thing we... No, it's not the first thing we stream. It was a game where... The first game we ever streamed was a game where, like... It was kind of janky. It doesn't really explain like how to play the game a lot. It's one where like you're in an icy area. Mutants come in and attack you at certain intervals, which I have no idea what the intervals are like. But it was that, oh man, what is the name of that game? Hold on a second. I'll find it. Eventually. Okay. Nuclear Nightmare, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Nuclear Nightmare. Yeah, that one, instead of like figuring out ourselves, eventually when we streamed it, we had an open lobby. So then this one guy was kind of like showing us, or showing not us, but Milk and Burrito what to do. I was stuck with Waffles being confused the whole time. I think that Son of the Force might be like the second game, or is it is within the top like the first few games that we did. That'd be probably be a better way to describe it. Yeah, that was I don't know what you call it. I know we did a lot of Lethal Company in the beginning. I still have some extra Lethal Company videos that I didn't put to public yet. Because I was actually trying to do like a naming convention for all of them, but then I forgot. And now I'm like, well, no. Look, I have no clue what the theme I was going for. Yeah, there's even games like that where like you'll play a game, you'll stop for a while, then you try to go back into it. You're like, what the hell is going on in this game? That was me and Xenosaga, the first one. No, it's not Xenosaga, Xenoblade. I put a lot of hours into that game. I really like Xenoblade 1. The the thing about how the game, like the fighting stuff, does kind of remind you a little bit of Blue Protocol. Honestly, I think maybe a better example is probably like Final Fantasy 14. It's kind of like that, but it definitely has that that vibe. Okay. Go. Where was it? Where was it? I think here. You know what? Instead of guessing, I could always just look. I would have been wrong. I'm glad I looked this time. I don't trust myself for anything direction related. And now I'm also trying to look at the older decks I had. I was like, wait a minute. What the hell was I making? I know there was a theme in it, but I don't remember. I think it's up here. Oh yeah, it is up here. Yeah, now I'm looking at like the different color schemes, and I was like, okay. When I was younger, I didn't like to use blue. Just because I was like, oh, okay, this is like too brainy for me. Like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on. Counter spells? That's all I knew what blue for, but now as I got older, you know, a little bit more mature, like I'm like, oh, okay, blue has a lot of like different value engines and things like that. Like, okay, if I do this, I can make this happen to put me in a good place. I do try to like, like planes and stuff like white, but then at least when I was younger, like that in Magic didn't have a lot of good cards in it. Like protection, we said, oh, protection from blue, protection from red. But now it's actually a lot better. And, you know, knights, I thought it was a kind of a cool theme. I think because of my personality, I just was never really into like red. And I never got into like dragons because like when I played, a lot of people like to use dragons, and I want to be a little bit different. So I guess I used a lot of black and green. So I was Gogori before Gogori was even a thing. Gogori means like the guild that uses, that's like, no, their color combination is black and green. I love graveyard shenanigans, and I love big creatures. So I'm like, oh, something that could use both? Great. Like my 3 favorite cards back when I was younger was like Living Death, Survival of the Fittest, and Recurring Nightmare. And sad thing, I know for a fact I still have Recurring Nightmare somewhere in my pile of cards. I just have no, I think I have all of them, honestly. I think I rebought Living Death like a few times. Because it was Okinawa and the cards, it got moist and stuff because it was, you know, so humid outside. Moist. Yeah, so I definitely have, there's a lot of cards where I'm like looking online, I'm like, oh man, like, what's the one card that gives you 3 black pips, or little black mana symbols for actual swamps? Dark Ritual. Yeah, that card, it was like dime a dozen, like everyone fucking had one of those. That Blood Pet, I had like more than enough. God, there was like a few other cards like that they reprinted Knob, and it's expensive. You try to get it, it's like $50 each at least. Survival of the Fittest, Recurring Nightmare, I think they're in like the hundreds now. I was like, that's crazy. Then even like speaking of, like, my dad was even talking about like, man, we need to go in the garage and actually, cause he's looking for his comic books. And I was like, you know what? We do have a lot more comic books randomly in place, because I know I have a fuck ton of Ghost Rider comics. And he had even more, like, just... I'm actually kind of surprised the reason why I know so many Marvel characters. I don't know that many DC characters, like, besides the major ones and stuff, right? Which I think is kind of surprising that I really liked Marvel compared to DC when I was little, but I did watch a lot of, like, since DC has a lot of good cartoons, I used to watch, like, of course, the Batman where Mark Hamill was the Joker. Like, yeah, so I think even we used to have a book where, like, we have a lot of or this one, almost like an encyclopedia of Marvel characters, and I used to, like, compete with my dad who could say the most character names. And he's, oh, you want to add DC in it? I'm like, no, you're gonna win, you damn cheater. But then he starts saying some bullshit like, oh yeah, it's like plastic bag head on the head man or something like that. I'm like, that's a lie. Then we'll look it up. It's like a character. I was like, God damn it. And he's a person that if I played Among Us with him, he's like great at was just like, oh no, I'm not the threat. It's not me. I was like, I would hate to play against him. You know, like any like Commander or like Among Us, any game like that. I think he'll be really good at it. Yeah, like we used to all cheat in Uno and poker. I still could not beat this man. I had a, what was it? Did I have? I think I had like a flush or something. They hit me with a royal flush. I was like, this. And there's one time that he had like, what was it? Five of kind or something like that. And I was like, ain't no way. Yeah. Alright, so we used to cheat really, really hard in that game. And of course, none of us were saying that we're cheating, but yeah, at least I was cheating hard as hell. Especially Uno, like, our cards were our old cards were scratched up. They had like that kind of like dots on it from on the white little parts because of how humid it was back in Okinawa and stuff. Then, so by memorizing the little, like, no, how bent some of the cards are and all that, right? When you get the starting hand or the other person that has it, you know exactly what's in their hand. Yeah, cheat it super hard. It's over here. I don't think they're gonna raise the level. I don't think. So I don't have to worry about that part. Well, there's a thing that they actually go back inside. Oh wow. Okay, we'll just do this one quest line. Just to kind of see what's going on with it. I think for one of the collabs, there's a quest line in the main town that I just never finished. They had me like go too many places. Like, I don't care. They're gonna have to. I think they're gonna have to increase the level cap. Right now, we're still at 60. I think they have to at least increase it to like 70. So I'm not sure if they'll do it, but 10 by each, or just go straight with 20. There's something about a clue. Oh, not that. Oh, I forgot to do this too. See, if you just casually play, you get to like 97 easy. Okay. Joys of life could be fun here. I have no idea what that means. Okay. See, look how much green was a side quest I didn't do over there. Okay, actually, that one is confusing. Where would that be? Hmm. Okay. Oh, we also have this. Can do this in the meantime. I have no idea what that means. I don't like it. Slumber Dream Valley event. So it'll be Slumber Dream Valley. Has to be. I think it'd be somewhere over here. I don't see any kind of little tips that tells me where to go. Like little thing that's like, oh, go here. Hidden in the rapids. Okay. It's not one of those things where I have to actually go there, right? Go right there, and then from there it'll tell me. It might be. I think there's like another. Oh, Fear School Hearts? Yeah, what's up? I'm right here just doing a quest. That's confusing for me. Okay, there's no one to talk to over there, so hopefully right when I get out, it'll just tell me. Hmm. There's no one around me, I don't think. Mm. Okay. What? Let me see. Okay, so like first I was looking at it like this, and like, does this place not have a name? I'm pretty sure it's not here. You would think since it's something dream related, it'd be over here somewhere. Is there something I'm missing? The rapids. Okay, I'm trying to say where would be the best place to spawn in, here or here? Maybe here, and I'll run all the way over there. We have time. So you're new to the game, and honestly, the best way, I think if you just probably like shout into the chat and stuff, right? There's always people looking for uh any like just parties and stuff. But if you want to do like, because I think a lot of people are doing high level things, It's very easy to level up quick. Like, I mean, I'm just casually playing, and I got to like know the level pretty quick, and getting the gear is pretty quick. See in this chat, if you just type in, like, let's say if you're in the main hub area doing the dungeons, just type it in here and then shout it in there. People will come and help. Oh, and one good thing is on the 28th, a new expansion would happen, so a lot of people who are kind of like, just not really doing too much, a lot of them would start jumping back on around that time. Okay, let me see. If over here, I'm looking for like, I don't think it'll be down there. Maybe over here. Uh-oh. You know what? I'll attack him. Just because I found this. Oh yeah, the expansion is free, 100%. So that is a good thing. It's not the waterfall I was looking for, I don't think. Maybe if I just... Uh-oh. I don't see any characters here. Yeah, everything, I mean, for the most part, everything is free. Something in... No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, everything's free unless you want to, like, buy cosmetics or do stuff to, like, make yourself a little bit stronger or whatever. Those kind of little things, right? You could pay money, but I'm already, right? I'm pretty well geared and I haven't paid a cent. And it did give you a decent amount of free mounts. Like this mount is free. Some of the movement of the mounts are kind of a little bit weird, especially if you go fast. Yeah, this game is good to get into. Definitely almost in a week's time, a lot of people will be jumping back on because new expansion and all. Oh. Okay. Let's see if I can find the mystery quest thing. Okay, definitely not that way. Oh, okay. I think it might be in... so we're jumping. If... Oh, no, I was stuck. Oh, no, nothing over there. I thought I had the idea for where this quest is at, but I thought it was on the right path. It's like something about water and rapids, so and it's not about the dreamscape world, so that means it has to be somewhere in this map, I think. Maybe the other area didn't count. The water wasn't good enough or something. Or maybe I have to drop down. Yeah, I think I'll drop down into the watery area. Oh, but I could go up too. I could go up here. Okay, I know it wasn't down there. Maybe this one? I think this might be a completely different quest I accidentally did. Honestly, the I don't think you could really skip it. This game kind of is bad at that part. The quest, honestly, this main story, if you just look at the cutscenes, you could pretty much infer what's going on with the whole thing. It's not that, it's not like, no, Final Fantasy 14 or anything. Especially the dreamscape area, like this new kind of new-ish area in Season 2. The story isn't like that, like, intricate. I think you could probably skip most of it and still kind of know what's going on and get the general gist of it. I will say, if you ever look at the earlier streams, I know I skipped a lot of it. And then one of the guys was chastising me, "You skip too many of the stories." I was like, but this one, all you need to know is something about Void in the Season 1. Some dream stuff in Season 2. If you know that, you're good. Oh, since it's making me go over there, I guess. I'll go over there for now. Oh yeah, that's pretty much true. Yeah, if you look at the story, then, or if you, at least for Season 2, I try to put up the story as much as I could. So if you ever want to look at the Season 2 story, I think in the Noodle Nightmare channel, you could probably, see that part. I haven't skipped that one. Season 1, though, I did skip a lot of it. Well, I guess we did that one quest. I think I'm still, yeah. No, it actually doesn't. Maybe it's cycled out of that quest, but I think there is something with water down here. I might just have to jump down, see what happens. I don't think it'll be this far down, but uh-oh. I'll just take a look real quick. Would that be considered a waterfall? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I will play this game until it EOS's. I'm down until the last day. Even if they announce, oh, it's going to EOS soon, I'll still be playing it. Until they shut down the servers, I'll be here. So don't ever worry about that. For anyone who watches this later on, like, will he be here till the end? Yes. I ain't leaving. You know what? Maybe I should do the same thing for Destiny as well. I did play it for so many years. Not like I'm playing a lot of stuff on my PlayStation right now. Okay, so I think tomorrow we'll just look around watery areas to see if we can figure out whatever that one other quest is, the riddle. If you haven't realized, I am so bad at riddles. I need like Milk for that one. She's like good at things like that. Like deciphering weird, like I think in an escape room, she'll be good. Even though she thinks she won't be good at an escape room, I think she'll be really good. I think Milk underestimates her true ability. Or she's hiding her power level. And with that, I think, well... Oh, look at... I was supposed to go here? Maybe? I will take a look. I mean, it's glowing, which is weird. That usually never happens. Oh yeah, but going back, Son of the Forest, we're going to try to do that one, and we're all probably also, after we finish that one, since I think we're close to the end, we'll just kind of like speed blitz the end, then get on a good path in Green Hill. I think that's the plan. I'll do that one. Oh, I thought there'd be more stuff to do over here since it was glowing, so... Huh, I guess not. Yeah, so I wasn't crazy though. Like, this whole area over here, I don't think all of this was even included when the game first came out. Like, as in, like, no, the map didn't go this far out. Yeah, so at least I don't think they have any intention of EOSing anytime soon in this game. I think it's like a small niche player base, and I think they're pretty no. They're like, oh yeah, we like the game. Me too. I like the game. I do have my criticism of it, but it's like the things that I wanted to do better for more people will play it. Man, I need to eventually get like drip like that. I'm just a mascot. I need to get that whole mascot costume in Final Fantasy 14 so I can just continue to be a mascot in all the MMOs I play. Yeah, I have to live up to the bit. Even when you're playing Magic the Gathering Commander, sometimes you had to like, no, fully embrace the bit. And if your commander is trash, but it has a weird niche funny thing, you gotta commit. So then it'll make that game memorable. So when everyone ever thinks about playing Magic, they're like, oh, that weird dude. Yeah, gotta make yourself memorable. And with that, everyone, I hope you guys have a good one. If you pick up the game, as you could say, like a person who's a complete casual like me, you could end up getting decent ability score. There's the decent adventure level, decent gear. And you don't even have to put in that much work. Like, I don't put in that much work. I would say even 30 minutes a day is kind of excessive. You could probably do a lot less and still probably get it. But yeah, but with that, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe, of course. And guys, I hope you have a good one. You know? And look forward to some of the other stuff that we're going to be doing later on. Take care. See ya.